What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Halftime Podcast. I'm joined by most of the usual suspects, and we have a Brick/Bran image because they are not present again.
Useless.
How do we take attendance?
Like a fucking
classroom.
classroom.
Too fucking right.
And that is strike 2 for you, Matthew. Strike 2.
Two.
First warning.
Two.
Well, okay. 2 for the
No,
play.
no watch-alongs, no podcast, useless bastard.
A few of us, as you can tell by Chaz's voice, are a little bit stuffed up. Sif and Chaz are going through it.
The boys are
I'm
down
on
and
the, I'm
bleeding.
on the up.
I don't think Sip's face has changed.
If you lot
That
stop
isn't a
necking on
photo
with
of
each other,
Sip.
it wouldn't
It
happen.
is
No,
like...
yeah, that's how we're rocking today, baby.
Well, we're covering 2 game weeks. We
Yeah,
have
it
covered
is
2
a-
game
weeks
weeks.
into one. Yeah.
Oh lord.
Are we?
Oh, this is gonna.
Well,
be
we
sad.
can just.
Well, your team of the
highlight
week
those.
is-
Are we?
Your team of the week is, isn't it?
Oh yeah, let's just leave that though. Like, we'll put that in later, but we're not covering both.
We
game
haven't covered every game for the last 2-3 weeks, guys. Come on, get with the schedule.
No talking
Alright.
points from game week 1 anyway. Or 2. And that's the end of the show.
And that's it.
it.
See you later,
See you
guys.
later. Be back next week.
Oh, there are plenty of talking points.
Yeah.
Plenty of talking points. Shambolic refereeing. We'll get to that.
We'll start with just the game we've just watched. The mighty Newcastle. Obviously, Brand isn't here. It'd be really good if he was here. Mighty Newcastle versus Spurs. Sip. We'll go to you obviously with your thoughts firstly.
Just more of the same shite, really, isn't it? Like we've said all this time, obviously about our performances, and it's all right when you're winning, but it's now just going the other way, and we're not. So we're still playing shit, but this time we're actually just losing as well. So it's more of the same. I don't know how Emerson Royale's still starting. Not that he was
It's
the worst player on
criminal.
the pitch, but it just doesn't instill a lot of confidence. And we really miss Kulusevski and Richarlison. There you go.
Yeah, I
Nice
think
little summary.
looking at your bench again today, it's like, well, you can bring on Mora or Hill. It's
Yeah.
not good enough.
And
but-
Hill's built
Crash.
like a year 8 prefect. so-
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you're never going to bring on Hill.
I was quite big back then.
Exactly. So it was an unbelievable performance from Newcastle. I thought the goals were very soft on our end, but they did what they had to do. And yeah, you can't really take much away from them.
How we?
How weird, man.
I mean, that put Newcastle into top
Fourth.
4.
Liverpool.
I said it on the we just did it. I was like, the fact they're bringing on John Joe Shelvey and Jacob Murphy and they're sat in 4th position is
That's impressive.
commendable for them.
They
Like, that's
only
very
lost
good.
1 game.
I know it is. We're 11 games into this, 11, 12 games into the season, but that's very good for them.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Like they're not bringing on superstars or anything like that.
Eddie Howe
but they are-
masterclass, that's what it is.
Good thing we
Well,
changed their account.
We'll change.
We're just changing the overlay. quickly.
No. No one watched it on YouTube anyway. No one saw it. No, now everyone's rewinding to go see what I just changed. But anyway, I mean,
I haven't seen anything.
exactly. Good.
I
Don't
didn't clock anything either, mate. I'm spaced out.
Sensational.
I mean, the Spurs, like Stip said, first 10 games of the season, I mean, take away a couple of the games, but the majority playing really bad, but still managing to get results. And
Yeah.
we
It's a
said
fine
we said
line.
said last week or whenever it was that they've been that bad, but to be where they are, fair play to them. But
Yeah.
after the performance on Wednesday, which I said I think that was firstly was shambolic, but secondly, probably since Conte joined the team, was the worst performance I've seen from a Spurs team. To go into today and still look shambolic is maybe a bit worrying for Spurs because even though they are where they are, they have not looked good at all. So
The main worry is in every game we play, we're just second to everything. And I
Yeah.
know that there's probably obviously before this, like an air of like, right, come on, break us down. But we are just second to every ball that
Yeah,
bounces,
yeah.
and it's a point now. Okay, I can take losing, but don't be second best on effort. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're obviously Newcastle are gonna turn up and go for it, but like we these are games we should be winning. I think we beat them 5-1 like at the end of
We
last
did.
season. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's just effort you want to see, and we're
Another-
just lacking.
Warriors, for a while, I think people have been screaming out for Spurs to go for this free midfield.
Yeah,
They've played it last 2 games and it's been
not proven
terrible.
it's not proven too fruitful.
It's been awful. So now it's kind of
Yeah,
like, oh crap. Now what do? We've got injuries to players, key players.
That's the thing.
I've got an idea.
Yes, Cal.
God, no.
Jed Spence.
I'd love to see that.
He ain't gonna say
The
the problems
fact he
there,
starts
it's-
Emerson
No,
Royale
he's not
every
gonna
week,
start.
Spurs deserve to lose every week. Just for that
Yes,
fact alone. It's impressive. He's fucking shit.
Romero injured as well.
Today. I think so.
Romero
yeah.
was and
And
Højbjerg.
Højbjerg was out. So we did have changes, don't get me wrong, but Skip weren't the problem.
He played
Sanchez
very well.
always
Skip,
looks.
if there's a
I think he played
light,
all
Skip looked pretty good today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Did he?
Played all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he played all right.
And
I don't think he was.
S-
I don't
Sanchez
see
was
him
always
much.
very-
Like we're talking a silver lining, Jim, for a
Yeah,
Spurs
Yeah,
team.
we're
that
talking
was-
silver lining for Spurs. Someone who actually got their head down and started.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah.
he's always going to
wanted
put
to
effort
do
in,
something
isn't
for
he?
the team, try and
Yeah.
create something. There was
but-
effort to it.
I mean, we've got Bournemouth coming up, and it's not even a game I look at and go, "Oh, we'll be all right there."
That's,
Do you know
that's
what
what I
Like,
mean.
it's-
That's an
and it's-
interesting. We've been talking about how Bournemouth have been playing against teams they're
That's a worrying thought.
expected to
Yeah,
lose
it's-
to, but I don't even know if they're expected to lose right now.
Did they,
Obviously, you would
did
say
Bournemouth play
Spurs,
this
but
weekend, by the way?
They play West Ham tomorrow.
So tomorrow, got it.
No,
that
they
could
lost
be an
midweek.
interesting one.
yeah, we've got Bournemouth, and then we've got Liverpool. So we
Yeah,
don't
you
have
got
much
you
time
ain't
to
got
feel
problem
sorry
there,
for
mate.
ourselves. That is going to be the biggest mid-off I've ever fucking seen.
That would be
You
a
just try and
shite
play the
game.
counter and just be like, "So, what's going on here then?"
Yeah.
First time?
It's
First time.
I mean, speaking about Liverpool, I reckon that takes us quite nicely into the old
Oh, it does.
early kick-off on Saturday.
Nah.
Go on, Jim.
Wait, we forgot about that, haven't we? That's too long ago.
No.
Ah.
We had
So I
not
think
forgot
someone else
about
should take
that.
over. I didn't actually watch half of it. You
He
know,
was walking, he
classic
was
me.
stressed.
Yeah.
That was after the game. I had to walk.
So
'cause
you
I
only
was
watched
so
half an hour
fuming.
and then still felt the need to de-stress walk.
Yeah, it was enough, you know. Well, because it ruined my mood. I've said this. It ruined my mood. It was 0-0 when I last looked. When I got a Nando's, when I got some Pepsi Max, sat down all happy. We've only kicked off for 10 minutes. You know, all giddy. Coming, boys, I got Nando's. 1-0 down. Excuse me. Yeah,
Fucking what?
it was.
Launched his Nando's.
Oh, bro, it was awful that game. I just don't understand what's going on. Like, I don't get it.
We-
I
I
mean,
do
the thing
understand.
with
Run out,
Liverpool,
mate.
I do understand. We don't have
Liverpool-
a medical team that knows what their job is. 2 out of 3 years now, we've had an injury crisis, and it's not even like oh, Klopp's pressing. We don't even press that much. It's just they're not doing their job clearly.
Your gameplay's got more lazy, so they should.
Yeah.
they
So
should-
where are these injuries? Ear infection overnight. How?
What's wrong?
What?
What's wrong with Darwin?
Tight hammy
Hammy.
from going
Booting the
absolute
ball
fast
too hard.
as fuck, or booting the ball too hard. Don't know which one. It's
Give me a
probably both.
break.
I think the issue with Liverpool as well is it's not an issue, but you are creating chances.
We're creating a lot of chances and just not
That
scoring
season, that season you finished that you were like the COVID year, you finished like third. The thing was you were creating chances then, not scoring, but you're also keeping clean sheets like very
Yeah.
regularly. The issue now is you're not scoring, but you also seem to be giving up a lot of chances.
Yeah.
them. It's just
Bo
an
Gomez had a
aging-
stinker, didn't he?
I was,
Yeah.
I
Horror
was
show.
gonna say, like, I didn't
was
watch the
awful.
game, but like Henderson made 7 saves apparently.
He was
Just going
unbelievable.
on
He was
FPL,
good.
mate, just because he
Yeah,
got me.
it's
A lot of
Unreal
points.
save.
It's the only one that's got me points this week. But like, I'm just thinking, is it a fact that you're being wasteful, or is it
Well,
a fact?
It's wasteful. Yeah, no.
I genuinely didn't watch
It
the-
sounds bitter, right? And I know some people would say Klopp was bitter, but he came out and said we did everything there to win. I don't know how we haven't won. And it weren't like a case of like fucking hell, Forest were unreal. We should have won that game 900 times over. The chances we had to score. Virgil had a weird moment where
Yeah.
he's
That's unforgivable. That is.
power. It's unforgivable. Just blast it to there. He's passed it back to someone. Firmino was missing headers. Their front centre. It's just.
It
oh,
carried on
it's-
as well from the West Ham game. I've never been
West
but
Ham we
touching
missed
on the midweek.
So many chances.
It's the same thing. You won 1-0, and I know you missed a lot, but West Ham also missed a good few as
That
well.
game
It's
should
one
have
of those,
finished 5-3 to us. It was
like
ridiculous.
either end of the pitch is just going fucking tits up for you.
Can't defend. Midfield old and late. Just can't run around. The defenders are in bad form.
Oh,
The thing
yeah.
is-
It's,
I've just watched that Van Dijk header, and that is
Yeah.
It's
absolutely
unforgivable,
unforgivable.
mate.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. That's a
Shocking.
I
goal.
don't think he realised how much space and
No.
time he had.
or how close he was to the goal.
Yeah, it was
Man-
literally in
Man-
the
Man-
6 yard
Man-
box.
it was like 4 yards out.
You
It's
can
like
smell
just,
Henderson's breath.
you can put it anywhere you want.
It's
Get it on
crazy.
target, and you're probably
We had so
scoring.
many
So
chances, and it's just
in regards to the Liverpool midfield, surely Liverpool fans haven't been naive to the age, obviously creeping up at them. It's like
well,
They've been crying out for Bellingham.
it's just bewildering, strange to me that they haven't recruited
well, it's
in that
the-
department.
you're
I mean,
obviously
they had a
familiar
young
to
midfield.
the No, but they're not good enough. That's backup.
That's
midfield.
the
They're
thing.
not-
You've
Well, like
they-
Harvey
in the
Elliott
Forest
and
game,
the other
yeah,
one.
they had Elliott, Jones, but they played like a 4-4-2, didn't you?
Don't know what they play anymore, mate.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know who
that's
what they
the-
play
That is
anymore.
the thing. Klopp went to like a 4-2-3-1. Now he's trying
Yeah.
to 4-4-2. He's
So,
trying
I'll
everything,
touch- I wanna-
and
I
he's
wanna
tried
touch on
every
Klopp
fucking
after.
player in your
I
club.
can't lie. So, you obviously familiar with the Glazers out. Obviously, it's been a movement slightly for Liverpool probably the last like 2 years. And it's grown momentum of like we've had success, so it's kind of like clouded over
Yeah.
how
That's only
robbing
because of
these
Klopp,
owners
though,
are.
innit? Do you know
Yeah,
what
and
I
it's
mean?
only because of Klopp and the good recruitment we had that turned stars into what they are.
Yeah.
Bar that, this recruitment, I remember seeing a thing. It was like, remember when we won the Champions League and we went and signed Van der Berg, Minamino, and like one other player. It was like, what? 3
Yeah.
players after winning the Champions League. 2 of them were like 17.
Very average. Yeah.
Average shit players.
See,
When we won the league, we signed no one once. We won the league and signed no one. Like,
Mm.
The thing is,
no one does that.
We said before this season, like maybe it's a case of Liverpool see they've got that City have got Haaland and they just sort of chalk it. Do you know what I mean? Like we'll get Bellingham
It
next
just
year and we go
shouldn't
again.
be like that though.
But I don't think anyone's expected obviously to go this badly.
This is what I didn't like when Klopp said no one can compete with City.
You should
It's not that City are spending outrageous amount of money. It's they're spending money that they shouldn't have because of stuff that you don't have to go into it. They don't make as much as these massive clubs like Liverpool do. But where's this? We made like record amounts last year because obviously we played every game possible. Champions League
Yeah.
final, won 2 cups. Last game of the season, we made something like it was like 500 plus million. We've got new record-breaking sponsor. Attendance was record-breaking. We took over Man United for something in America, like revenue in America, biggest prize in football probably to get income in. Where the fuck is it? Like where it's and then like you look at like Darwin, it's like that was our only big signing in probably the last 3 years.
Yeah.
has anything changed like
crazy.
internally at the club in terms of like your technical or even recruitment?
That
like,
changed this year, so it's not even just we've had the same director,
Yeah, it's just
I was
and
gonna
strange.
say
he's
as
done a
well-
wonder job on the
Yeah.
budget we've had.
You do sell players very well.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
do, but we haven't sold anyone for a while, so we've had no money to spend because that's all we can apparently spend. It's just stupid. It shouldn't be
But-
like that.
Yeah,
think-
for a team like Liverpool, it shouldn't matter.
We shouldn't
Selling
rely on
players
that.
and not. They
Yeah,
should be able to
obviously.
buy whoever they want.
The issue I still think another major issue is again just the players that you do have that you can rely on are just shit right now.
Our squad is tiny, and the backup
No
is
one's performing.
shit. People are out of form because they're probably like the thing that annoys me is now I'm seeing fans turn on players, and it's kind of like, well, what are they meant to do? Like Fabinho's probably played his minutes. He's probably had to played over the last few years has probably been outrageous. He's had to cover shit midfielders around him. Now he's in shit form. It's like, I
Salah
don't know
goes
what
from
you-
having a good game against City to then dropping a 0
dropping
out
out
of 10
wide
from
and
what I've
dropping,
seen.
playing like
I think-
shit.
It's
I
just
think-
a culmination of things for Liverpool.
But then also he got like double, triple marks because he was with Firmino and Carvalho. Well, fine. If I'm a Forest, they played a 5-back, right? I'm sat in that defence. I've looked at the lineup. I'm saying Firmino. I know Firmino's got goals, but that's not him. Like he's a good in the box, but he's not going to do
Poacherish
anything.
kind of.
Carvalho, Firmino, Salah. I'm sitting there thinking, right, I guess we double down on Salah then, and we're good. And that's what they did.
If I'm fucking, I think Klopp needs to take some blame as well because to start
I
Salah
was
up
going to say,
front,
go into it.
to
He
start
needs
Salah
to
up
take
front
something.
against Man City, but then to shove him out wide again. Like if I'm Klopp, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'll play slot. I'll play Salah on fucking Steve Cook's shoulder. That'd be a fantastic idea. But no, let's stick him out. Let's stick him out in the wing where he can't really do. We doesn't really
No.
do much for Liverpool.
I'm
he
not a
can be
fucking
isolated.
Klopp out, but that lineup was shocking.
Oh, I think he
We've
needs.
never
I think he needs to be dug out a little bit because the lineup was bad. The substitutions were awful.
Shimikas is our top assister this season. Been far better than Robbo going forward as well. Didn't start him. Trent has been bad, right? But you know Forest are going to sit back. I think you
Yeah,
allow
Playing
to have
Milner
him
against
some.
Forest is weird.
Milner against Forest. Milner was good against City because defensively was sound against their heavy attacking.
When
Against
you're
Forest,
sitting back.
Trent came on and created he created a chance that should have been a goal immediately, and then 3 or 4 other great chances.
Mm.
Criminal at the time. A midfield of Curtis Jones, Elliott, Fabinho, like, oh mate, what is that? It's disgusting. It's grim. What are you doing with that?
Curtis Jones ain't good enough to be in that Liverpool team.
No, he's
No.
not. And then
Not in here.
fucking Carvalho, Firmino, Salah, like Salah out wide, like.
That's,
And then he took off Firmino for Chamberlain in the 70th minute. We're 1-0 down.
he's tried
Oh,
everything, which is almost like you can see it in like the amount of formations he's tried, players he's
oh.
tried. He's trying everything, and nothing's working, and it's almost like he's panicking at this point.
And he likes a small squad. He always has, but he can't have a small squad in the Premier League with this many games
No.
or with this injury prone. The players we sold, they weren't great, but they were depth. Minamino done a job. Not great, but he did something. Origi's
like,
always
would get you a
done
goal when you
something.
needed it.
He sold players. It's just fucked. It's fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked.
That game against Tottenham is going to be the worst game ever.
That could be a stinker.
It's gonna be awful. I'm bringing 3 quizzes to it. 'Cause I don't know what's that
I mean,
game.
look, Liverpool currently they're only. Well, I say they're in 8th. They're 4th.
They're
They're
not-
1-4,
They're
drawn
not out.
draw, and lost
No,
3.
no, no.
Do you?
It's a long season, and we've done this before.
Yeah, I mean, it was last year, wasn't it? Where you were like
Yeah.
10 points behind City. Or something crazy.
It was
I
like
think the
14.
difference is like you could see what they were doing. Right now, you're kind of looking at Liverpool like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna be the crazy one to say it.
What?
Liverpool don't get top 4 this year.
Oh,
I think it's crazy.
I don't
No,
think
they're
it's
not.
crazy
No.
either.
But I'm
It
saying
can happen.
I'm saying they're probably not even in the race.
they're in the race,
Oh,
100%.
no, yeah, they're in the
Yeah.
race.
Right,
I mean,
they
we
have to be in the race.
we
They
have
look
spoken
horrific.
about. They have, but we have mentioned.
Yeah, but Spurs
like,
look horrific. Are they in the
they-
race?
I was going
They
to
also
say.
had a much better start. They've won nearly
Look
double
at the
their
difference
games.
between Spurs and Liverpool. Spurs aren't really. I don't know if you may disagree, but I don't think you will. Spurs aren't really creating much, but they're getting
No,
results.
they're not.
Liverpool
Can't
are
disagree with that.
creating, just can't put the ball in the fucking net. If they start just a few games, it just changes everything. I think.
Yeah, and also
So if Liverpool
with the
just
World
start
Cup,
scoring,
it
could change it.
we've got what 2-3 more game weeks.
3 more
3.
after this. Yeah, 3
So
more,
with
yeah.
the World Cup, obviously, this was just an imagination of what Liverpool could happen. We go to World Cup, we get like Matip back from injury, so Bobo almost doesn't have to play because he is so inconsistent. We can get Thiago playing consistently. I know he might get injured. Fabinho might come
He'll
back.
get injured for Spain.
Yeah,
Diaz,
Thiago is getting an ACL injury.
Nunez, Jota can come back. Like,
Yeah, you are missing
come
players.
next year, we
Diaz
could.
is.
And
that's a
also, this
huge
team,
loss.
I've seen Klopp, and I've seen what this team could do. We could go on a run next year of 12 wins, and then
Yeah.
we could be all right. I don't think there's many teams capable of doing that. So it's not all doom and gloom, but I'm on
In
my
the
knees for this
moment.
World Cup. I'm on my knees to get this football over with.
Wait,
We need a break.
is that an Englishman begging for the World Cup?
Yeah. Also,
No,
No,
Scouse not
Liverpool-
English. Remember?
Liverpool are sitting 8th, as we said. Only 5 points off full for a game in
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not over.
I mean, they're in regards to like towards the top end of the table, they're fucking 10 points off City and 12 off
12 off you.
Arsenal. But that's not that many. That's not that.
Yeah, that
that's
ain't
not
our
that
fight
many.
right now. And
No,
yeah,
but
it only
even then,
takes-
in the grand scheme of things, the amount of games left and how much and how they were last year, we saw the comeback last year. I don't think it's out of reach.
I don't
let's
think
put it
it's
that way.
over. I'm not done yet.
I
but
think the
it's just right
title's
now.
over. I think
Oh,
the
the title's fucking
challenge
long gone.
It's
That's
gone.
long gone.
But yeah, I think
Football's a crazy sport.
it is. But I don't think this Pep Guardiola lets a 10-point lead slip
No.
on Liverpool this year.
No,
I think
that fight's
the
done.
difference is just the way Liverpool are like
This
all
is-
over the pitch. It's not
This
just
is
one
damage
area.
control for me this season. Get
Yeah.
top
If
four.
you can get
Get
top
top
4,
four.
you'll be
Get-
happy.
The thing is as well is that City performance was kind of like a reminder of like they are an elite group of players and they can do it. It's like I'm
The
not
game tax.
fully out in the Champions League for me. I think if we get a few players back, I
How-
still think we could be big Champions League contenders.
How are you doing in the Champions League? Who's in your group again?
They're through.
So
the
we
group.
got battered by
Yeah.
Napoli, but we've
Napoli are, like,
dealt with
top
everyone
by,
else.
like,
Napoli, Ajax,
Napoli
Rangers.
are winning the group.
Oh, yeah,
Liverpool
but
second.
yeah, Salah's
We'll
got a
get
hat-trick,
through.
won't he? Yeah.
I
And then
don't think
it'll be played next year.
I was gonna say I don't think you can't. Is there a way you don't get through? Ajax sneak second. I don't think it is.
I don't know. We've won all our games but the Napoli one.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all I know.
you should be alright then. Unless Napoli
So-
drop points, but you should be
And,
alright.
know-
and we've had big game tax this year, so I feel like knockout stages. We've always been good in knockout as well. Champions League's not over for me yet.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's very unlikely because it is you, but you need to summon in January. That's what I mean. It's Liverpool. It's the most not even. I'm not talking about a Bellingham. That's never going to happen.
That's
I mean,
not
unless
happening. That's not happening.
pigs start flying, maybe. But you
I-
need to make a.
I don't
signing
even.
or
It sounds crazy. I'm not
something.
as much as I'd love him. It's not even a case of like I think we need him. The trouble is with Bellingham is that might be our whole budget. I'd rather more players than just Bellingham, to be honest. We need a whole host of players, and
I don't
we
think
won't
Bellingham
get all of
goes to you. I think he wants to go Madrid.
Oh
doesn't
no,
he?
I don't think he goes to us. Why would he want to? I'm going Real Madrid. I'm seeing that midfield and thinking, "Cool, Germany."
But if he
Valverde.
Unless you slot into like the best midfield of this generation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's potentially
Germany,
playing.
Camavinga.
But there's just so many of it.
The only reason that he comes to Liverpool is if he looks at it and goes, "Yeah, I
I
potentially,
want to be.
I'm not
top
going to be
dog."
playing that much." You know what? I do get sold on dreams sometimes, and
Yeah.
he Gerrard's his idol.
I mean,
He's
it's
English.
for me, the
Go Villa,
Liverpool,
sorted.
the Liverpool
He's going
dream.
Villa.
Villa.
Don't get me wrong, playing for Madrid again in that midfield three of like Camavinga and
I mean Madrid as well. Just
the other one,
It's
and just
Madrid.
Madrid.
The other one.
I forgot his name. Camavinga
Tchouaméni.
and Tchouaméni, that's it.
The other one.
That other fella.
Yeah, the other one. But obviously, as you say, he would literally be that central star man for Liverpool. The team would be around him, and also in the Premier League.
The thing
As
is,
well.
we've been shit this year, but we've been one of the top 2 best teams in the
Yeah.
world for the last
Oh,
3-4
yeah,
years.
easy. Yeah.
So it's not like we've lost all pull because of this year,
Let's
but
put
it
this
just
way.
doesn't look great.
I know where I'd rather go.
Well,
rather
yeah.
go
Real Madrid.
I mean, you
The,
get to
the
play
kid,
Spain.
the
That's good
kid, the
enough for
kid's
me.
gonna have the choice of literally any club in the world that can afford him.
When's his
it's just-
contract up? Is it year after
Welcome
next?
to Manchester United's Jude Bellingham. Lovely.
When is-
I
Wake up,
can't
wake
imagine
up,
it
wake up.
soon. I can't imagine it soon.
What, his contract?
Yeah.
Well, why are people saying it's gonna be like this summer coming?
Because
that
they do
he's
one
going?
every year, don't they? Last year
Because
they done
sold
Haaland.
Well, they weren't going to
They
sell
said
him
no,
with
no,
Haaland.
it's not happening.
but year for
they'll
Sancho.
sell him.
Was he
Yeah,
before?
Yeah,
they
it's
can't
every
sell
year.
2 stars. They can't sell 2 stars at a window.
True.
So it'll be
They're
this
not doing-
year.
they're not doing great, I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, shit. Yeah, but he's what, I think we spoke about before. What's the price tag? 150.
No, so that was this year. I think it's expected to drop. Like
Drop?
Sancho. I think.
Apparently, his current market value is 81 million, according.
I
to
reckon it'll be.
Um,
I reckon it'll be 80 to 90.
Yeah.
I
I think he goes for triple figures.
Yeah,
I, was
I
gonna
think
say
you go
at least
up.
100.
I
But
don't
the-
think
But
he does.
the thing is, so in the summer between, he'll still have 2 years left on his contract. And he's just, if he carries on the season how he started, one of the best midfield performances, potentially in the top 5 leagues
but-
across all competitions.
Yeah, but
Everyone
we're not
knows how good
talking
he
like
is.
we're not. With them, it's Bundesliga. They never. Sancho was one of the best wingers in the world when he was there. 2 fucking believable seasons. You got him for like 60, 70 million, didn't you?
75, I believe it was.
Yeah.
That could be wrong, I don't know.
I don't think it will be.
It
I
was a little
think
bit less than what they.
And the thing is, they've said to him, no, not this year. He's happy. If they say no again, he's gonna want to go. I think.
yeah, I still see it being. 100.
I can see it, and it would be
Yeah.
worth it. But I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I'd love it if
It'll
they
be
didn't.
interesting.
80 million. Oh, still.
Anyway, enough about Liverpool.
Please.
Small club.
Leicester City.
Finally off the drop.
Did anyone see their goals, by the way? 'Cause
Yes.
Tielemans' goal and
Yeah.
Madsen's
Tielemans'
goal.
goal was
Oh, that
absolute
Tielemans' goal.
banger.
Tillemans' goal was hit and stayed hit and will continue staying hit to next weekend. That was hit with some fucking venom, mate. That
And
was
the
fucking
pinpoint
glorious.
accuracy of getting the top left corner as well.
That was the
Burst.
definition of top bins.
Yeah.
It was
Bren-
fucking ludicrous.
In
They're-
Brendan
they're
we trust.
Unbeaten in 3-1 their last 2 clean sheets, both of them. I mean, obviously it was against Leeds
Wolves
and
and
Wolves. But I
Leeds.
mean,
But
the
you need to
Molineux
beat
ain't
those
an easy
teams.
place to go.
I obviously didn't watch the game, but the stats were very interesting.
Yeah.
They
The,
were.
They were.
the
they
fact they've
were.
won that 4-0, I obviously didn't.
I've just seen the stats.
That's a
Yeah,
smash and
they
grab.
had, they had
Wolves-
5 shots, 4 on target. Wolves had about 21 shots, 7 on target.
21
more XG.
shots, 21 shots, 5 on target, 61% possession. This is for Wolves, by the
Yeah,
way.
I don't know if anyone watched it.
200 more touches, about just under 200 more passes, less
Hey.
tackles, less clearances, more corners.
It's all about
But
putting the
that was
ball in
only
the net.
clinical.
That's
They've thought-
mental. And it was 4-0.
Sounds like me on Foot Champs.
If that's
What,
a
playing-
Fulham game, you're livid.
Playing
Yeah,
in Wolves.
absolutely.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me. Fair play to Leicester. You know, I mean, to win 4-0 especially is away from home is a very, very good result. You cannot complain about that at all. But I
I'm
mean,
just trying to look
I'm
at-
looking at the player ratings for fucking Wolves, and I mean, their highest rated player was at a 4.3.
Yeah.
So
Who's that?
I
Ruben
mean,
Neves.
no, that was Bueno,
Uh,
the left
Puts
back.
them
I
up to
think.
Yeah.
16th.
but I'm looking at this Leicester lineup. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what they've changed.
I haven't changed anything, mate.
Put the
But-
ball in
Anything.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just started fucking scoring, I guess.
And not conceded easily because they were awful at the back.
Danny Ward, what a legend.
Thing is, again, we say it like a lot, but it could all go peak. It could all go tits up again. They play City, then Everton. Everton right now are.
Oh, they're
They've
they're
played
hot.
They've just played unbelievably, but then they've also just played shit against. Well, I think shit against Spurs. They were shit against us. So that, like, again, they could suddenly just be
They're hot
stuck on
and
11
you're
points.
cold.
But yeah, like fair play to them. But for
Yeah, good
Wolves,
result.
is just
Worrying,
more
worrying for Wolves, isn't it?
They
Well,
drop into
Sat-
that Leicester
Sat-
spot of worry.
sat their manager, haven't got a replacement. They couldn't get their replacement. The replacement they wanted turned them down.
Well, who was
They
it?
come out and
The one,
the QPR manager,
yeah, the one thing they were
Steven
good
Gerrard's
at
right
was
man.
not conceding goals.
Yeah,
Like they
they've
can
got a
never
goal
score, but
difference, and
they
they've got a goal
wouldn't.
difference of -13 this season.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I think they've now said that they're going to keep it with the current caretaker till the new year. I mean, it's not looking great for them.
Costa was a weird signing.
They had to sign
yeah,
someone, mate.
it was.
He hasn't done well since leaving the Prem.
They had to
He
sign.
hasn't.
They had
I
fucking.
haven't heard of anything. since
They had
then.
bloody. Who's
Jimenez?
Jimenez, who just has been an absolute vegetable since his fucking brain injury. They signed the player, tore his ACL.
Shit.
So
They
what can
signed
you
that
do?
other guy, Fabio Silva, has been shit.
Oh,
Well, they
yes.
said-
He was
sent him
their
out on
record
loan.
sign-
They said
Yeah,
it out
yeah,
loan.
he's out on
That
loan
One for
to
40 million, wasn't it? As
Club
well,
Brugge
wasn't
or
it?
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, he was their record
think-
signing, I thought.
That's ridiculous.
And
40
he was
million.
every time he came on last year, he was fucking piss.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for them at all.
Yeah, I mean, but didn't Chaz? Was it you had them down as relegation? Was it just the manager to get sacked? Underperformance. Not a bad shout that thus far.
I think that's what I had them down for. But I mean, yeah, they're shit.
They are fucked.
They are awful. It reminds me of that game you put me on last year. I hate that team. I've
the
hated
Wolves
Wolves ever since
Burnley.
then. I've hated Wolves ever since then.
Oh,
Fucking fuck
That
them.
is-
Fuck them. Get them down.
That ended 0-0, didn't it?
Yeah, of course it did.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
He's not bitter about it though. He's letting it go.
no, he's
I haven't
over
gripped onto that for a while.
Should we,
Go
what do you
on,
think about the
Chaz.
Arsenal?
Yeah, go on, take it
Arsenal.
away.
Arsenal.
Oh, you know, we was always going to drop points. Today should not have been the day that we dropped points. Southampton were resilient. Arsenal were fucking shit. I mean, opening 11 minutes, they looked like Arsenal. They were fantastic.
Oh,
They
baby,
were,
you're
they were
cooking.
absolutely brilliant. We were fucking cooking. Xhaka scored an absolute worldie of a goal. Some great play between Saka and White. Great ball in. Fantastic goal. The goal went in, mate, and suddenly the Arsenal that I know this season were no longer in front of me, and I was watching.
7
Dross.
years of Arsenal.
It
I
was
was
like
watching
Arsenal
shit.
players just went, right, job done.
Did
We're off.
so-
And then, you know, it happened against Leeds as well, where we scored the first goal, and then after that,
Leeds game.
Leeds pumped us for fucking
That was
70 minutes straight or whatever it
crazy.
was. Southampton had the better chances today. They were the better team today. They may have thought they could have got more than a point. But yeah, I mean, we got a point in the end. So I'm not going to complain that much. The only thing
Yeah.
I'm going to complain about is the performance. We looked in the second half. We looked knackered. We looked absolutely knackered, and it was just strange. It was very, very, very strange.
So I
If
watched.
there's a-
Go on. After you.
If there's a positive to take, I mean, it's completely different to like a Spurs where we know how well you have been playing.
4 points
As
from 6.
As much as it pains me to say, to come away from 2 shit games
Two
performance-wise, to come away with 4
shocking
points
performances.
is like
Yeah.
it's not ideal. Don't get me wrong. You want to always play well, but you're never going to.
I'll
So
take
to come
it.
away with 4 points, it's
know,
one of those that
The only thing you
there is a
take
silver
it-
lining.
The
I'll take-
tiredness for me is a slight worry because
Worry. Yeah.
Arsenal have
done
played at
alright in
such
the
a,
Europa League.
they've
with
played at such a
changing.
high intensity this year. Like they press so well, and I don't. You're getting like 11, 12 games into them, and this is where if they start looking tired now, come like the World Cup might save them, but you don't want to start looking
Everyone-
But
tired
it's
now.
it's always around Arsenal players.
Mm.
You've got quite a few going, haven't you?
I don't think we're flooded with players going. No,
But yeah, that press is hard to keep up all season. Liverpool
not
are
as many as
we've
United.
used
Let's put it that
asthmas.
way. Not as
Yeah.
many as United, but I mean, like, look, I mean, around this time of the year, and even more so this year, the schedule and the fixtures for every team are just, well, for every European team are just
It's
crammed.
horrible.
Just crammed, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
The top 6 teams are playing two games a week, 3 games in 9 days,
9
or whatever
days,
it
4
is.
games.
4
for a lot
games
As
of
like
in
us.
Klopp was saying, we're
9 days.
playing a game every 3 days at the moment. It's
Fucking-
You
impossible.
know, and
How do you even
it's
train at that point? You, like,
exactly.
recovery.
So, but the
you
one thing I
finish a
will
day,
say
it's
is
so
that
stupid.
the 2 performances I watched from against Leeds and against Southampton to come out with 4 points, I'd rather that than, you know, put that performance in against, for example, Chelsea in 2 weeks' time and get battered 3-0. So I'm hoping that in 2 weeks' time against Chelsea, we're actually up for it and we actually don't get battered 3-0.
So
Yeah.
look, the quick highlight reel that I watched when I got home today from the Arsenal game. Don't worry, it's 3 minutes. All of it was out of context, out of passage of play. But I would say Jesus probably had 3, maybe 4 very good chances.
He had one
I
chance.
wouldn't go
I
as
saw.
I wouldn't go as far as very good. The chance that he should have scored was the one where
Early
Odegaard
Newsy
flicked it.
one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
and there was one where it was
The one
through
where
and through, and
Elyounoussi
then
makes the tackle.
yeah,
I feel like he's
Makes
just
the
like
tackle.
just looks slow. You know when Elyounoussi was
Yeah.
behind him, came across him.
Oh, yeah, no, that
I
was
feel
great.
like he should score that.
I mean, it was a great chance. It was a fucking great challenge as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was good defending, taking nothing away
Fucking
from
unreal
Southampton. But
challenge.
obviously, the likes of Jesus is what I'm saying is, you would put your money on him to potentially do better there.
Well, yeah, of course.
I've watched
against
the highlights
one-
out of passage of play. It's just
The one where
2-second
Odegaard
highlight.
flipped it. The one where Odegaard flipped it over as well. He should.
Yeah, that
he should
was a
have
very
placed
good
it
chance,
and done
yeah.
better. But I mean, the referee was shit today. It was fucking awful today. You can smile all you want. He was bad.
No,
No,
no, no,
he
no, no,
wasn't
no,
at
that's
that.
funny that. It
He
sounded like
was
someone proper
bad.
tooted down the mic.
No,
Wasn't
I
it?
thought-
Laughing at you.
That could have been my vape. Sorry.
He was. Do you know what? You got referee. You got some referees that let the game go, and some referees that stop the game like every 3 minutes or whatever. There's no form of consistency in the current refereeing world in the Premier League. I mean,
No.
we've seen United concede a penalty to it. Aston Villa got a penalty for it today. I think their centre back, who I don't know what his name is.
Let car or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Collect
I'm gonna
Carr.
we'll call him cunt for the rest of the day.
I think
There
I
you
think
are,
there was
cunts.
I think there was probably six occasions, one of which was in the box that, based on this weekend, should have been a penalty.
He was manhandling Jesus.
He has wrapped his arms around Jesus 6 or 7 times, and Arsenal haven't got one decision for it, which is a bit stupid. But I mean, you know, like I said in previous times, refereeing decisions, even with VAR, they come in swings and roundabouts. So it is what it is.
I
don't
think
think it's-
go on.
I was just saying, before this weekend, those sort of challenges, I don't think many people would
Yeah.
have moaned about them too much. It's just after seeing these 2 pens now, it's kind of like, oh, fucking hell, mate. Our players get
That's-
manhandled like that all
That's
over
the
the
issue.
pitch.
It's
Where's
just,
our
you're going to
shit?
see so many more penalties. Or you should, if they're going to give some, you should see so many more.
And also, the booking that Bukayo Saka got is a fucking criminal offence.
Yeah, that's just.
The fact that he's been booked for that is fucking criminal.
That time
I
I
haven't
see
seen
people
it.
die.
If he's booked Saka for that, then Theo Walcott should be in prison for 10 years.
Phil Walcott
That was
deserves an
fucking
award.
shit.
That was impressive. He's done
Absolute
very well to
fraud.
find a reason to fall over.
But look, we weren't quite there today. We weren't. Southampton scored their goal was really, really good. I think you got like your lines of defence, and I think there's a ball that comes from left back into one of the Southampton players, and he's just jumped over it and it's completely exposed our whole back line. And Elianusi has picked the ball up, and it's a lovely assist, a really nice assist for Armstrong. It was a good goal to be fair, but on a weekend where the only team in the top six obviously Newcastle, but the only team in, let's say, the big six to drop points,
Your title
not
contenders.
to not drop points were Man City. So if we could have got 3 points there, it would have been a fucking fantastic weekend.
Sorry
But
to interrupt your sentence there, but I was laughing. I've just seen that clip of Theo Walcott. That is
It's-
fucking phenomenal.
It's amazing.
That is such a deserved yellow card for Saka. That honestly, I'm surprised he wasn't sent off.
he
It's a
deserved
red
10
card.
years, mate.
It's a red card offence.
10 fucking years.
No
it's
intention for the
impressive.
ball, straight for
I
the
would
player.
be embarrassed if that
The
was
thing is, he's not even like got his leg out far enough to hit Gabriel. He's not one of those where he's
That's mental.
I
want to see
That's
if
mental.
I want to see if I can find the fucking.
It's like he's galloped over
right.
an obstacle.
You know,
with a
look what I'm
horse.
putting in the chat now. Saka was booked for this, by the way.
Don't get me wrong, right? I didn't think it was a free kick, but
That's
it's
a dive.
not a dive.
Pushing the back by one player. Well, it's not a dive, and it's certainly not a fucking booking.
That's
Like,
not even a
it's
free
fucking-
kick.
It's not a no. What do you mean it's not even a free kick?
Well, you think that should be a free kick for Saka?
No,
Oh,
Saka got booked for
Saying
diving.
it's going-
Oh, really?
He got booked
Yeah.
for that.
I mean, yeah, it's not a foul. There is contact, so it's not a dive.
It's not a dive, but it's
The
not.
only
a
thing
fucking...
I'm thinking is the fact
It's
the
not a
back-
booking,
it's
let's
the
put it
back
that
player-
way.
Yeah, it's the back player does touch him. It's just
The amount of
the only thing
diving
I'm
that you see
thinking-
going on in the Prem that just gets
my only thought
unfucking
process
noticed.
is the ref seen him with his right leg and not thought about the back
Yeah.
player.
Well,
That's
the
my
ref-
only thought.
Simple fact is, and in conclusion
contact.
today, that ref's a prick. All right, simple as that. And I saw a stat at half time saying that Southampton has never lost with this refereeing.
To be fair, I saw that it was this
Oh,
season. wasn't it?
really?
No, I think it was ever.
I didn't even know who the ref was.
Nor do I. He's a prick.
He'll
Sack
be called
him.
cunt too.
But
like
would
I said-
all in all, would you say Arsenal deserved to win?
No.
No,
No,
not a
Just
chance
didn't have
in
the
hell.
ref as a bastard.
Not a chance in hell. We weren't clinical enough. We didn't control the game enough. We didn't deserve to win. So I mean,
We can really for all of us.
I'll take
It's a grim one.
a
I
point.
can't lie.
Like I said, with refs and VAR, swings and roundabouts, ain't it? Simple as that, really.
Look at the
Mhm.
draw.
So yeah, but that's enough of fucking
I mean,
Arsenal.
go on
Top of the league, on the boys.
for now. See you coming. City United.
I don't know how you
United.
got.
Not
I don't know how you,
doing this.
I don't know how you put City and United in the same sentence there, but I'll applaud
Speaking
you
of
for that one.
United, you want to talk about your? I'm talking about your game.
So
Villa
Villa won
There's fuck all
4-0
to speak
today.
about.
I was gonna say we played well for 35 minutes. then
We
we
spanked
subbed.
Spurs 2-0 midweek, and then
Fran gets
fuck knows
injured.
over against
I was
Chelsea.
shitting myself, and thank fuck Brazil exists. There you go, United summed up. McTominay's a twat as
Your
well.
BM biscuit.
My beer
Yeah.
biscuit.
And
I've
get
actually got on a
McTominay
better
out
one,
of
by the way. When we talk about people that look like people, yeah, Casemiro could quite easily, you could quite easily mistake him for Jack Frost, without a shadow of a doubt.
God, you actually could.
Genuinely, right? If you just search Jack Frost on Google and look at the picture and tell me you did not see Casemiro, it is the spitting image.
I don't know
Do
who
it-
Jack Frost is.
Do it now. Will you do it now?
I'll do it.
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost
You,
is
you
snowman.
need to do Jack Frost 1998, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
1998. Okay, well, I'll put it on.
I did Jack Frost Rise of the Guardians.
I'm telling you, right?
Right,
You
hang
will,
on.
not, you will not see a closer looking pair in your
Little
life.
chubby cheeks.
For
In your
people
life, it's
watching
the
on
eyes,
YouTube,
the mouth, everything.
people watching
It's
on
Jack Frost.
YouTube, it's right here.
Jack
that-
Frost scored an
that's it
absolute
to be.
screamer of a header.
It's his round little chubby cheeks.
Yeah,
That could fit perfectly in that box, to be fair.
literally,
There you
it's
go.
incredible.
There it
Shall,
is.
shall I change the name
Casemiro's
as
joined
well?
us for the day.
Casemiro.
It's
Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Tell you what, he
Incredible.
may look like Jack Frost, but what a header.
If Jack Frost and a B&B biscuit had a baby, it'll be Casemiro.
I'm going to give him his performances the past two games. Like, fuck, we've signed him.
I think we
Chaz
said
was right.
we said
Also showed
what
up for
a
us.
couple of weeks ago that
Well, he showed
he
both,
still
he-
looks relatively ropey, trying to adapt us to new team, new
yeah,
league,
yeah,
new
yeah.
manager.
He was
Not-
struggling.
not-
Yeah,
Yeah, not
he was
he
making
did,
some
like, the
silly
Everton game would do
mistakes.
something unreal and then something horrific.
Ah.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you had that feeling where he is Casemiro. It's just a matter of time, maybe, until he just settles
Yeah,
down.
last
a
two
little bit.
games it was quality.
Yeah.
But the way I see with Casemiro and what I see
He
in
can't get injured.
Casemiro, but it's like it's like City with Rodri and Arsenal with Partey. It's like the ball goes from defence into that player, and then they dictate the attack. They go off to Bruno Fernandes, or they go off to the left back, and if there's no space on the left, it goes back to Casemiro, and he looks to switch it and play it out towards the right side of the attack. And sometimes like holding midfielders can be like the complete glue to a team. And I thought
Oh, the game changer for a team.
last
I mean, we've been
couple-
screaming for
yeah,
for
the
years.
last two games, I feel like that's really Casemiro's really shone, to be honest. And obviously
Unreal.
he came up with that equaliser against
Uh,
Chelsea, which was an unreal
Oh,
header.
header.
Nearly saved the season, I think.
Oh
but
yeah,
not,
yeah.
not quite.
Also, he's not just broken like the passing forward. He's got an assist against Everton. He almost scored against Spurs, an absolute rocket. He hit the bar
Yeah.
against the disease, ammonia. He could have had a few goals. He should have scored the header. I don't know if that was against Everton as well. I think it could have been against Everton or someone. So he's also getting up the pitch
Getting
as well,
amongst
which is
it.
good to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see the few games we are playing a lot better and pressing higher. So
Just
Yeah,
hope he
I mean,
fucking stays fit.
wrap him in bubble wrap.
we didn't really plan on speaking about Chelsea Man United because the game was pretty meh.
Yeah.
But
Those are my forwards.
I do have to admit, Chelsea haven't lost under Potter in the Premier League this season. I don't think. Actually, I don't think they've lost at all.
I was going to say, I don't think they've lost at all yet.
No.
They've lost to Southampton.
With
Potter?
Potter?
I think.
Oh, with Pope. Sorry, I thought we were about
Yeah.
Fucking hell, yeah.
I was saying, like, keep saying is they ain't lost in league. They lost to Southampton.
Not under Potter, but
Could be us.
there we get a point. But he's been changing. I watched some guy and he said that Potter loves to change formation. He's been changing formation a lot, and he started against United with that five at the back with Cucurella in left centre back with Chua left wing back, and I think it was like the 34th minute. He said, "No, we can't carry on with this."
This is
Took
shit.
Cucurella off, and ever since he done that, the game it didn't change, and Chelsea weren't suddenly like the best team in the world, but it stopped.
They were less shit.
They definitely
They
got
were
their
less
foot
shit.
on the
It was,
Stop
they,
the
were,
rot.
they were less shit, and then they stopped. They stopped United in their track pretty much.
Yeah, it went from we were all over them to they did have possession, but they just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I think I said in the watch
Definitely saved
along that United have got to take advantage of their starts of the game and get a goal at least, and they didn't. And obviously there's a price to pay at the end of it. I mean, fucking the substitutions that were made. Ten Hag brings on McTominay, Potter brings on Brozier. McTominay does exactly what he was not meant to do, and Brozier does exactly what he was meant to do. So yeah,
Also,
Absolutely.
Pulisic won the corner for it as well. Another sub.
Christian Pulisic.
Masterclass.
LeBron.
LeBron James of soccer.
Yeah, I mean, onto the old Aston Villa. Aston Villa versus Brentford, who were 3-0 up within 12 minutes today.
I think it's just confirmed that the players hated Stevie G.
A weird one. 'cause-
Yeah, I saw a stat, and I'm probably gonna mess this up exactly, but I think the 3 goals in 15 minutes is more, because I don't think Villa have scored more than
I
one
think it was
goal
kind to
all
him.
season.
I saw that. No, it took them 7 games or 6 games to score 3 goals
Yeah,
under
that's
Gerrard.
it. And
And
obviously
it
did
took
it in
them
15 minutes.
15
under-
minutes. That
Let's
win.
be fair.
It's one of those
It's not
where-
like they haven't had fucking chances to score goals under Gerrard. They just haven't put the ball in the back
Yeah,
of
it
the
was a
net.
weird one.
I mean,
it-
against Chelsea,
Mate, they should have won that game.
somehow lost
Fine.
2-0. Who the
Yeah,
fuck knows how
I
they did
don't
that?
really get that.
No,
It was
but-
crazy.
Good little resurgence for them though.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
it's exactly
I'll
what.
be interested to see the next game, I must admit.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, you look at their squad. They've got players. We keep saying they've
Yeah,
got
everyone
players. They
always-
are a
everyone
dangerous
always knew
looking
they had
squad.
players.
They played Newcastle at Newcastle on Saturday.
It's a big
It's a
test.
test.
That will be hard.
But I mean, they've got the result. They've got a very good result. They've got a clean sheet. I mean, it's a bounce back exact bounce back that you want when you're a fan of a team that's at their manager going into the next game.
Yeah, 100%.
So they've done everything they possibly could today, and yeah. But Brentford,
I was gonna say, the next step with Villa though is obviously
was
that
gonna- yeah.
bounce back. Next
Who-
manager,
Yeah,
just
Poch ain't gonna
quickly,
go there, I don't think.
I just want to see what you guys think. You say I don't know if you saw Leon Bailey's celebration.
I saw his goal, mate. His goal was fucking unreal.
Put his fingers to his head as if like, you know, I made sure Gerald was gone first before I started scoring.
Hey?
Shut
You
up.
chat
You're
some absolute-
clutch.
You cut
What are you
off
on
our
about?
point moving on to a manager.
That's how he
there's no way.
that's how he celebrated.
Yeah, but
What,
you
like
think that's
that?
why he
What
did
does
it?
that mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm only
smart.
scoring because my manager's
300
been
IQ.
sacked.
300
What the
IQ.
Right, no,
Fuck.
Cal's just
No,
trying to get a clip
no.
for TikTok.
No,
Just
no,
reaction.
I'm not.
Massively.
No,
You're
I'm
clutch.
not. I don't even
You know
think
what,
about that.
right?
Scored
That's
against
a good
City
idea.
and
Well,
went
shout.
wild.
Do you know what? I think at the end of the season, at the end of the first season in the Boys Presents, we need to come up with like awards for like
Yeah.
most
Worst
outrageous,
shout.
most outrageous
Worst.
takes. And I can tell you now that's going to be top 3 because that is fucking diabolical.
It's fucking crazy.
The worst thing was, I started laughing, expecting Cal's face to change and start
Yeah.
laughing. He went, "What?" I was like, "You actually think that?" I was like, "That is Jesus Christ."
The new celebration of FIFA next year. It's called the My Manager's Been
Oh,
Sacked.
sacked
Yeah,
my
too
manager.
right. 200 IQ,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm not going to score until my manager's sacked.
Too
Fucking
right.
scored against City and went
Zero
crazy.
points on, please.
But I mean,
We got to
Brent-
touch on Brentford.
Brentford, man,
Up and down.
Brentford, they're
Hot
so
and
hit,
cold team
Very
so hot.
yo-yo.
The most.
They really
most
are.
hot cold team.
They
because
really are.
they've just been battered by Villa. Yet they're 10th or 11th.
10th with the
10th.
game played.
10th with their budget, right? You take that. You take that all day. But
Yeah.
you see some performances from them, you think, fuck, they are a good team. And then you see something like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Fucking
This
Tony was
is-
like, I mean, they got Tony up front who, I mean, the whole team were just shit today.
Ah,
Their
it's
2
just-
strikers were just ghosts today. They had nothing go
Hurts.
into them whatsoever. I think that Mbeumo missed an open goal as well, which didn't help.
Yeah, I
Open-
saw
an
that.
open
They
Yeah.
can be
open
so
goal.
good but so bad at the same time.
It is strange.
Was it like the Leicester game where Villa literally scored their first 3 shots?
Yeah, I think they scored
Yeah.
their
It wasn't
first
like,
three
it wasn't
shots.
like
Their
pure
first-
domination where they just
They
kept
scored in
peppering.
they scored in the second minute from a
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, man, their first goal was unreal. It was like a proper FIFA technique.
Yeah.
They played it short, played it back, played it to another guy into the box. Bailey
Yeah,
Bailey.
Bailey.
made a late run into the fucking edge of the box and slotted it away beautifully. It was fucking
Okay,
gorgeous,
okay, no, they
gorgeous
had
goal.
what the hell?
Villa were all over them, I'm pretty
Yeah, they
sure.
had 19 shots, 11 on target.
Yeah,
Fucking
they
hell.
were definitely all over him.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, but look at midweek. I only caught the end of it, but they weren't. They had a chance against Chelsea.
That's the thing.
well,
It
that-
sounds
yeah.
like Villa, like they were, just this time they scored.
Yeah,
No,
But they
I'm talking
definitely
about
didn't rate Gerrard.
Brentford.
Oh,
Brentford.
Brentford.
'Cause
Oh.
they just drew 0-0 to Chelsea, didn't they, during the week?
So that's what I mean. Big games, they turn
Like,
up. It
they-
seems
they-
like the
yeah.
teams around them, they struggle.
It's,
Don't know.
it is
Strange
interesting.
one.
They're,
But
they're
But then
yo-yo
they
up and down.
10th. Their budget, their squad is worth like nothing. I think
Obviously,
they
in
take that
January
all
they're going
day.
to lose Tony, so they're going to have to replace him. Something's going to have to happen. there.
Wishful thinking.
I'm talking it into existence.
I saw Villa
I'm
were
crying.
interested. Villa are interested in their manager because obviously it's rumored that
someone
Poch is their
mentioned- yeah.
first choice. That's not happening.
I
That's
don't
not
know,
happening.
from what I've heard.
And then Thomas Frank's another choice for them, but don't know. Would you say he leaves Brentford being above him, but then Villa
I think
have
it's a better
way
team
more
to go to
money?
a squad, but I think he loves Brentford.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's your career though, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be
How
interesting.
far can he take Brentford?
Not
they-
right to the very top.
Yeah, I mean he's not taking Villa to the top realistically.
No. Oh yeah,
But-
it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I'll be curious who they go for because their fans think they're fucking Real Madrid of the Premier League. Fuck me.
Yeah, I
Who?
hate their fans. Villa.
Their fans think Aston Villa fans think they are like the biggest pull in the Premier League.
Oh, I remember last summer
Crazy.
when Arsenal were linked with Buendia and then they pulled out and signed Odegaard instead or whatever, and Villa were like, "Oh, we got fucking so much pull and stuff like that," and then it was like, "Oh yeah, Smith Rowe should come to us," you know. They
Yeah,
do a lot,
they did
do a
Smith
lot better.
Rowe.
Do a lot better at Villa. I was like,
And
"Oh,
Diego
what's he
Carlos
on
this
about?"
summer because he didn't go to Newcastle.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, what are you on about? You bunch of fucking weapons." Oh my god!
I just want to
Yeah.
back you guys up. Apparently, that's Bailey's trademark celebration anyway.
What's
going on about
I'm just
that?
searching. No,
It
no,
was
no,
never
no,
gonna be
no.
a thing.
Complete. I was just searching, thinking there's no chance I'm the only one that thinks that. And no, that's just trademark.
You are.
the most
You are,
tinfoil
without-
hat I've ever
Without a
seen in
shadow of
my
a doubt,
life.
you are the only person that thought that.
Surely a player. Even,
Anyway,
I
it's
don't
in the
think
week
they
on.
hated Gerrard.
Moving
I
on.
don't
I can't
think they
believe we're
hated Gerrard.
fucking talking about it
Let's
again.
get back to it.
Fuck me.
Go then, Chaz. Take it away. Hang
Team
on.
of the week.
What? We're talking team of the week. Go on, get me. Get the. There it is. I see it there. So we're going for a little 3-4-3.
You should say it is a combined game week team of the week.
It is a combined game of team of the week.
It's been
it
like
is indeed.
we've had a combined week and it's been a bit shit.
Well,
I don't know if that's
midweek was.
because Liverpool have been shit, but these
Yeah.
They've
games
all
have
been
not felt
shit this
great.
weekend.
Yeah.
These games have not been felt great. I don't know.
Well,
It's
it's a
the
great
low-down
weekend
teams
for
have-
other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
our
definitely.
teams. Wait, or was that what you were
I was going
saying?
to say it's the big teams haven't done great.
Yeah.
I
Top
do want
six.
to. I do want to make a quick point about this team of the week that there is indeed no Haaland, even though he did score 2 yesterday, and that's because his team of the week is for humans and not fucking robots.
Yeah,
he
he can
bleeds,
fuck off.
until he
He's
bleeds.
He's boring.
But I've gone for Henderson in goal. He had an absolute stormer against Liverpool.
Told the fans to fuck
no.
off as well.
Yeah, he did clean
That's
sheet,
quick.
clean sheet, and a proper.
I don't get that.
fantastic
That
game.
wound me
Yeah.
up a little bit.
I
That's
don't
the
get
point.
how
League, mate.
United fans are like so. From what I saw, so many United fans are gassing it like he ain't coming back here. Like I
He
don't know
hates
why
your club, and
Yeah,
you're
like-
you're bottom of the league, the team
like,
you're playing for.
he probably did it for Forest,
Who
not for us.
who
So I
do you
don't know
think you
why.
are?
Yeah, so I've gone for him in goal. I've gone for Fabian Schär at centre back. Obviously, they're beating Spurs 2-1 today. They won 1-0 during the week.
1-0, yeah.
Yeah.
Against Everton.
You know,
Play?
two big performances. Massive performance today. It was between him and Botman, but I've gone for Shaw. Also gone for Cook in the middle as well. Clean sheet against Liverpool. I mean, that ball got peppered into the box so many times. I could have gone with probably any of the back 4 or 5 for Nottingham Forest, but Steve Cook's been around for about 60 years, so I thought, fuck it, you deserve it. And I've also gone for Matty Cash because from what I've seen today, clean sheet, they won 4-0 and he had a very good game. He was pretty influential in attack, pretty good in defence, so that's what I've gone for him. Got midfield 4. We've got Bruno Fernandes, he's mainly in there for his performance on Wednesday against Spurs. He was class on Wednesday. He was really good on Wednesday, and he was good in the opening 35 minutes yesterday. I've slotted him in there. Gone for Casemiro next to him as well because he scored a 94th minute equaliser against Chelsea. So you know he was good against Spurs, good against Chelsea, scoring equalisers. Got to put it in there really. Gone for I don't know how to say this guy's name.
Lucy. We'll go with that.
Thank
Yeah,
God
Lucy.
you had no idea how to say it.
Yeah,
I was
you go
looking
for
at it like, hang on.
Sign, see
You know, and I put him in there today because
He got man of the
he-
match, didn't he? I think they gave it to him.
either him or Armstrong got man of the
I
match.
think he got
Uh,
man of the match, yeah.
His, firstly, his assist for the goal was beautiful. It was really, really, really well assist. But also, you know, he helped out his defence against
Yeah,
Martinelli.
he was
and
the one that made
Martinelli
the unreal block, wasn't it?
made the unreal block
Jesus,
against
yeah.
Jesus. Martinelli was, second half was quiet. First half had a few good moments, but Elianusi helped out quite a
Mate,
bit.
he
And I
worked
just
hard.
thought he had a solid performance. I felt like
as well. I think it was a problem for what's his
Tommy
name?
Asu.
That's the
Asu.
one. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he was.
I thought
He
like he
had
deserved
him
to be in there.
on the ropes.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
next to him, I've gone for
The goat.
Iwobi.
Ting.
Features in our team of the week again. He got 2 assists
That
yesterday.
second, their third goal
Yesterday,
was
and
fucking.
his second assist
Oh.
was beautiful. But for a winger to be playing as a midfielder like that, I think is very impressive. So he's been, he was very good on Saturday. So that's why I've gone for him. Up top, we've gone for Harvey Barnes. Actually, he had a goal in midweek. He had a goal today. I mean, it's what Leicester fucking need. They need
Yeah.
fucking goals, and he's come up with the goods 2 games in a row now.
Oh, that goal midweek as well was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Who's they play midweek?
And-
Leeds.
Leicester v Leeds.
Leeds.
yeah,
Yeah,
Leeds?
it was Leeds.
Leeds.
Leeds,
I
by the
reckon
way.
it was Leeds. I think it
Um,
was Leeds.
gone for Danny Ings
Jesse
next to
Marsh.
him. First game under the new Aston Villa. Their manager's gone. They should have a bee in their bonnet now. He scored 2 goals today against a team that I don't know if people would expect them to beat. They beat quite comfortably in the end. 2 goals. You can't can't frown at that. And like I said, I did miss Haaland out because, you know,
Humans
fucking
are
robot.
He could be in
It's a
every week. So
bit
Yeah.
boring, ain't it? Like,
I've gone for big old Miggy on the
Five
old
and
on the old
Yeah.
right wing.
quite
Well,
easily.
yeah,
Five
I
and
don't
five.
think he's gonna get it.
I don't
He's,
think he's
No?
glamorous. I don't
Is
think
it-
he's glamorous enough.
is
to
there
get-
I think
nominations
Sure,
out?
not.
Haaland.
he's got to be in the
I
nomination.
but
think
you're forgetting it's voted. I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna get it.
I think
He'll get
Haaland-
nominated, but they do it off based off voting.
I think
by
Haaland will get it,
fans.
and there is also one more game week left this month. So,
Yeah.
but,
He's 100% get nominated, but
yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
funny,
I
most
watched-
fans think with their FIFA heads anyway.
yeah. I mean, I
Player of
saw,
the
I saw it. You know, from whenever I watch him, he always does absolutely everything possible within himself to help the team
Yeah.
out. He doesn't stop running. When he first joined Newcastle, he couldn't score for shit. It was fucking dreadful.
Couldn't
I ain't
do
gonna
anything.
lie. It was absolutely awful.
Biggest work rate motion I've ever seen.
But this season, he's added goals to his game, and he, you know, his goal today was absolutely brilliant. It was fantastic. He muscled Sessegnon, he threw him to the ground,
Mhm.
and then he took on Longley, who looked flat-footed as fuck, and then slotted it.
Yeah.
Was it Longley? Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
I thought
Yeah,
it was Davies.
and then slotted
The
it.
amount of times during the game, everyone went, "Oh, Davies is not on the pitch."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes it definitely wasn't Davies.
and then slotted it under Lloris, who seems to have a thing with balls going underneath him. So that's why he makes it in there for me. So that is indeed the team of the week
Fair shots all
for
round, really.
for the whole week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manager.
Oh, it's got to be Eddie Howe. Has to be. You can't. Yeah. You win. You win during the week on Wednesday. 4 day.
Oh, you mute. by the way,
1,
when you said
2,
that.
3. 3 days later, you play Spurs.
Spurs at
and
home,
You go and put that performance in, and you
unbeaten in
beat
8.
them. I
Sat in
mean,
fourth.
Yeah, you deserve it.
not anymore than that.
Yeah.
No,
Newcastle, sorry,
Newcastle,
yeah,
yeah.
Newcastle sat in fourth. So yeah, my manager of the week is indeed Eddie Howe.
We
Oh,
got top
man.
four as well,
Could
by the way,
also
with
be
third.
manager of the month.
Yeah, I know.
Howie.
How weird, man.
He could be manager of the month. Yeah, he could be manager of the month actually.
Right.
Probably will be manager of the month. Should be
You
manager of the month.
Yeah,
Should have been
well,
manager
Draw
of the
against
year
us,
last
win
year.
against Spurs, win against Everton,
Against Brentford.
Brentford.
Yeah,
Wait,
true.
when did they play us? I think it was this month. Yeah,
Yeah,
Good
up
effort
to
all
fourth.
round.
Pretty
they played you
sturdy.
last week, didn't they?
Yes. Last
Yeah,
last
drew
weekend.
0-0.
Boring
Drew
game.
0-0. Drew 0-0.
Oh mate, guys, I
Last
must
week.
admit,
It was before that. Well, yeah, they've
I've
done
had a
well.
quick look again. These games next weekend. I don't think Cal thinks I'm a bit negative, but my word, they're
shocking.
bad.
They're shocking.
We got a Sunday game at least.
How
Double
I
Sunday
just
game.
don't
What's the Sunday
I don't
game?
know how
Arsenal,
you
Forest,
manage
United, West
to
Ham.
put 8 games on in one
Yeah,
day
and
and
they're
there
all
not be a
fucking-
single
one you wanna
game
watch.
to look at and go, "Quite, that looks good."
Yeah.
As I said in the chat, I think the only ones that
Yeah.
I'm probably looking is probably Brighton Chelsea. I think despite it potentially being a boring game, I reckon might even have goals in it. And then
I
Liverpool
think you're
Leeds.
reaching on that. I just think that's also a massive reach.
Liverpool Leeds sounds fucking dreadful.
No,
Yeah, I don't get this. It sounds terrible.
no.
Hear me out. Not to watch, like, don't get me wrong, but an interesting game for me is still Bournemouth Spurs.
What?
Without Bournemouth,
Well, we're not
Oh,
watching that, and I'm
no,
saying
not
it
to
now.
watch. I'm not for us to watch long, but I feel like it's gonna be interesting. With how Bournemouth have been doing, and with how Spurs have been doing, it could be interesting. It could be an absolute 0-0, which would be
When you say interesting, what kind like
not as in
Like
like
Spurs finding their
fantastic game
level.
of football.
you're
I'm
interested?
talking about
Maybe I
the
think
end
we
re-
enjoy
no,
different things. If you think that's
the
gonna be
end
interesting.
result, I should say. Sorry, the end result.
Interesting in a way, like, will Sip be with us tomorrow morning? Who knows?
But he's like, so you guys said Brighton Chelsea is interesting because of the storyline. What Potter managed them?
Honestly,
And then
I
what?
reckon
No, that's fair enough.
that's
And
gonna have
then
goals in
what?
them
Is it at Brighton or Chelsea?
at Brighton.
Is that Brighton?
At the
Yeah.
Amex. Amex.
And also, I
Yeah,
think
it's
Leeds
at
are
the
gonna batter
Amex
Liverpool
Arena.
3-0.
Pardon?
Okay, no, that's crazy. So I didn't even mean that
That's
myself.
lost 4 in a row.
That's 2
Right.
in one episode, Cal. You're doing well there.
It's been a long week. Right. Thank you. Wait. Anyone got anything else to say?
Hopefully Arsenal
Um,
score more than one goal next weekend.
If you find Brick, let us know.
Yeah, that would be nice because we are missing him. Like this intro outro stuff is difficult, you know what I'm saying? And that's already all he did.
Where is he? Stuck in the sauce.
Too right,
He's
Jim.
going for Nyash.
Make sure you give all of our other socials, which are in the description down below. Do we put anything else on the description? I don't think so these days.
Put my
See
hat
you
on
next
Instagram
week.
if you want.
In a bit.
Aaron, you've taken
Bye.
how many times?